Link to his left, boom.
Check it out. That's Colby Covington in the white, winning in the octagon like he usually does. There he is on the right in the white. And the mixed martial arts guy wins again. UFC champ Colby Covington happens to be good friends with the President of the United States. Yes, they've met each other many, many times. Oh, and you got a little signed autograph right behind you. Hey, here is a picture of you guys in the White House. Very cool. Colby Covington, welcome back to Newsmax. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
You bet. You bet. Some current events to talk about first, but how is it that you got to know Donald Trump? He's a genuine fan of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, you know, Donald Trump has been a fan of mixed martial arts for a long time. He used to run MMA shows at his casino, the Taj Mahal, back in the day. So he's always been a supporter of it. And, you know, as soon as I started supporting him and being an unapologetic supporter of the MAGA movement and Donald J. Trump and everything he's doing for America and the American people, you know, that's when, you know, the genuine person and the real person that Mr. Trump is. You know, he invited me to the White House to hang out with him in the Oval Office, and I got to deliver my championship belt to him. And we've kept a good relationship ever since. He calls me before and after all my fights, and he's just always there to give me an encouragement. And this is during the time that he's the leader of the free world and, you know, fighting against the swamp and all the swamp creatures. So, you know, I have so much admiration and respect for Donald J. Trump and can't thank him for everything he does.
You know, you said something in there, unapologetic. These days, it's like, you know, I like Trump. you gotta whisper it in some quarters because you're not sure what's going to happen to you. I mean, there are people out there with serious Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Congress is trying to cancel him right now, basically, with his impeachment. Hey, a couple of things to go through with you real quick. Mark Cuban, kind of an A, but did you hear this? With the Dallas Mavericks, the team he owns, they killed the national anthem 13 games ago or so. Nobody really noticed. They're going to stick with that. I've got some thoughts on this, but you first. What do you think?
My thoughts, Greg, you know, just like you said, nobody noticed, you know, and I was thinking in the summertime last summer, their ratings couldn't get any worse than they already are. And here Mark Cuban comes out and he's complete trash bag. You know, the single thing that stands for unity in America is playing the national anthem before an athletic sporting event. And now Mark Cuban wants to take that out, and he's taken it out for the last 13 games, which nobody knows because the ratings are down. I mean, you don't get much more spineless than Mark Cuban, you know, the guy that made all his money here in America from the .com boom. You know, let's see him try and make all that money in China. He wouldn't be where he's at and have an NBA team if it wasn't for America.
Hey, great point. I'm kind of embarrassed that nobody noticed. You know what I mean? That they could do that, and it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been to an NBA game. I'll have to admit.
Yeah, you know, I think Adam Silver's trying to put some damage control out there. He knows the ratings are sinking, and here he's already going back and saying, no, it's a rule in the NBA. You know, Mark Cuban, the Dallas, and all NBA teams have to play the national anthem before the games. But look there, they're kneeling. I thought that was a rule, Adam Silver. That just shows the double standard and the hypocrisy for the left. You know, they have the rules. You're not supposed to kneel, but guys are kneeling, you know, and now the rules, they say that, you know, there's not going to be a national anthem and there needs to be a national anthem. The NBA is all mixed up. Everybody's sick of woke sports, and that's why nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. And I want to see that one more time. Not only are they kneeling, Black Lives Matter is painted on the court. Drop the banner for a second. I mean, man, talk about going political. Talk about choosing sides. Look, we can have a conversation about it, but if you looked at that Black Lives Matter website and what some of their top leaders were saying for a long time, it wasn't just about communism. It was about all kinds of weird stuff. And there they are putting it on the court. That's kind of crazy. Hey, I do want to ask you also about this Gina Carano. She's an actress, a former MMA fighter, if I'm not mistaken. She's in a big movie called The Mandalorian. She was thrown out of the movie for a controversial tweet. I'm going to read it in a moment, or an Instagram post. But first off, do you know her personally?
No, I do not know her personally.
Okay. Professionally?
Professionally, yeah. You know, I followed her since she fought in the Strike Force days. And, I've always had a lot of respect for Gina. She's a trailblazer, and she's done a lot of things with women's mixed martial arts to put them on the map to where they are today, that gives American women the opportunity to build a business up to a multi-million-dollar business through women's MMA.
All right, so here's what happened. She put something on Instagram, and it's a picture of a woman. It's probably looks like from the 30s or that era, and she's obviously being pelted. You see a little kid in the picture as well. Now I'm going to read from it. Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Now, I'm staring at this, and I'm also, quite frankly, you know what? I'm nervous if they threw her off the show, off the movie. If I say the wrong thing here, am I like in serious trouble? The only thing I see problematic here is the thing about Nazi soldiers were not, I'm sure at some point, many points, Nazi soldiers beat up Jews. We know that in neighborhoods. But I think she's making an interesting point about the culture that the Nazis generated, where there was so much hate, you got ordinary people to hate their neighbors. That part kind of makes sense. Anyway, sorry about that, Colby. What do you make of this?
I just make more hypocrisy from the left. Why is it that, there's an actor that's still in place on the show? He didn't lose his job when he was calling all the Trump supporters, and Trump, the modern day Hitler, and all the Trump supporters, Nazis and racists and this and that. Why is there a double standard? Why is there always hypocrisy? It's not fair, and I feel bad that, people like this are undermining our Constitution, our First Amendment, freedom of speech. Why are you trying to muzzle people? Why is it not okay to have a different opinion than someone and agree to disagree on things? It just shows how disgusting and vile the left is, and the cancel culture, that needs to go, man. The cancel culture, I'm so sick of that, man. I wish they would show up at my doorstep. I wish they would try and cancel me, but you can't cancel me because Dana White and the UFC, they don't muzzle their fighters. We can say whatever we want and agree to disagree.
We got to cancel culture. How does that sound? Hey, real quick, Colby.
I like that, Greg.
You athletes, you've got a lot to share. I mean, you guys live with such precision, your routines, physically, mentally. Give us a tip, something that you as a UFC champ that you do in terms of your health, exercise, whatever, that the rest of us, we won't be a champ, but, something we might be able to incorporate. And don't say just eat right and exercise. Or you can if you want.
The biggest thing is, I built the American dream with my business from nothing to a multi-million-dollar business through hard work, sweat, tears, sacrifice, and just believing in my dreams. I never gave up on my dreams. I work hard every single day for my dreams. I'm not like all these other woke athletes like LeBron James who are overprivileged and, they can't take down their Christmas lights after Christmas, They think they're Batman. They're coming in here to save Gotham City, They're acting like they're up for social injustice. They're acting like they're fighters. These guys are faking fouls every single day. These guys, they can't fight a common cold.
All right, listen, you're not going to give away any of your secrets as far as your routine and regimen. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm going to run one thing by the folks, and maybe you'll like it too, but you don't need any tips from me. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. I heard that from Jordan Peterson. He's a prominent guy out there, a psychologist from Canada. What do you think about that? Would that make a difference for folks in the gym?
I think that would make a huge difference for people in the gym. Everybody's trying to look on social media and compare themselves and want to be, this person. They want to be, a fake Kardashian or this and that, this superstar. When the real battle's in the mirror, you need to look yourself in the mirror every single day and just understand and realize that you can be a better person every day than you were the day before. And if you work hard towards that every day, you're going to be what you want to be someday.
Colby Covington, we appreciate it so much. Good luck. When's your next fight?
They're talking about it now. It might be Ultimate Fighter, might fight in the summertime for the title. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but thank you, Greg, for, the American patriot that you are and the service that you did for this country. You're a real hero and celebrity.
Oh, come on. Colby, I appreciate that so much. You're so kind. But all right, to be continued. Thanks so much.
Hi, Emma Reckenberg here. If you like this video, there's a whole lot more to see on Newsmax TV. You can watch for free right here on our YouTube live stream and be the first one here each time our experts break down real news. Just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and stay with us on America's fastest growing cable news channel, Newsmax TV.